Alright, well hello and welcome to Brainless Entertainment. I'm Brainless, and in today's video this is, I believe, part 7 of our last Epoch Necromancer playthrough. In the previous episode we finally got our mastery, or Necromancer mastery, unlocked. Sorry. So, yeah, having gotten that, we can have one more skeleton from our Summon Skeleton. We're going to be gaining access to Summon Skeletal Mage very soon here. We just need one more passive point, and that will allow us to have one more of those by default. Yeah, we can have 2 of those by default. So we'll be able to have 3 of those immediately as soon as we gain access to it. All of our minions get 50% damage increase. We've also gained access to Summon Wraith skill here, which sounds like it summons a temporary minion. I'm assuming that their life kind of, they suffer from life drain, is what I gather from it. Anyhow, we'll be gaining access to our level 20, our 3rd mastery, or specialization slot, excuse me, very soon. We're a little more than halfway to level 19 right now. So we'll be gaining access to this soon. I'm pretty sure we're going to go Summon Skeletal Mage right away with that. Yeah, and we spoke to Elder Gaspar at the end of time. And he told us that we need to come back here to the Ruined Era. There's another shard of the Epoch here somewhere that we need to seek out. And the Elder Gaspar here in the Ruined Era told us that there's a passage to the surface that we need to take, and we need to head eastwards. As you can see, we've got a couple like side quests and stuff to do out here along the way. So in just a moment here, we're going to be heading eastwards to the Sheltered Wood, and then to the surface, and we'll probably have quite a bit of stuff to do. So this episode might be pretty long. I haven't figured out how we're going to try to break it up, so I'm just going to kind of make that call on the fly. So one last thing before we head out here, actually two more things. I noticed that there is another side quest available here, so we'll go ahead and pick this up. Oh, and yeah, I do still have some inventory stuff, but I haven't figured all that out yet. Anyhow, we'll talk to this person here.
May I tear a smile upon you?
Jova the Archivist. Did I hear Elder Gaspar correctly? You're going to the surface? If so, I have a request for you. Alright, what is it? Among the old records dating back to when humanity was first fleeing the void, there are reports of attempts by another group to hide within another cave system not too far from Welrun. There have been attempts to scry, divine, and even to dig to where this sister city, this lesser refuge, if you would, could be, but to no avail. Could you perhaps search for any signs of them? Yes, I can do that. So, a lesser refuge. Alright, we'll keep an eye out for that. And I don't think there's anything else we need to do here. Okay, and lastly, I did set up a really, really shoddy, quick-made loot filter. So we'll only see items that have at least 2 of any number of affixes that I picked. I just kind of threw it together pretty haphazardly, but it's better than nothing. And otherwise, we're going to hide all normal magic and rare items. So we'll still see uniques and the like. And yeah, we'll still be seeing a lot of stuff, but we're not going to have to quite sort through as many things from one drop to another. Anyhow, yeah, let's embark out onto the surface. The door is sealed by a powerful rune. You recall Elder Gaspar's instructions on how to dispel the barrier. Okay, and I know there's a cinematic coming up. It might be now, but I'll try to make sure I don't talk over that. If it's not coming up just as soon as I step through here, it'll be soon. Anyway, here we go. Okay, not quite yet. Alright, so I believe we can have 5. Okay, yeah, 5 skeletons. Our bone golem, and we've got spirit plague. I'll keep that for now, and we're gonna play around with summon wraith. I don't know exactly what to expect from. Okay. I'm just a little concerned about our ability to break boxes and such. Okay, but our minion's ability to kill stuff is pretty good. Alright, I mean, they're decimating things, that's for sure. And we can see our loot filter is working. Very good. Alright, our capacity for just letting the pets run around and murder everything seems to be pretty good. So I always have a little bit of trouble kind of trying to decide which way to go about clearing areas out. Because obviously I played very differently when I'm recording than how I would if I was just playing for my own interest. Like, I don't mind just taking my time and methodically clearing every last nook and cranny of a map when I'm playing by myself. But, you know, I worry that that would probably be a bit boring for somebody else to watch. So I feel compelled to kind of move through areas a bit faster than I otherwise normally would when I'm recording. I don't know how other people feel about that, but it is something that I'm a bit conscious of, for better or for worse. Ooh. Ooh, what was that? That kind of hurt a little bit. That's not bad. Don't know that I'm going to use it. I definitely don't benefit from the marrow shards. Yeah, I'm not going to get much use out of that, but I'll pick it up anyhow. Alright. Yeah, our ability to break boxes and such feels a bit hindered by our lack of a hard cast. I don't like that. Getting like snared by something. For the most part, it does feel like we can pretty freely just run around. Alright, this guy's got, yeah, huge physical resist. That's why it's taken my pets so long to work through them, I think. Alright, gonna do my level up here, and we're gonna unlock our Summon Skeletal Mage. Yeah, we'll take that. And get another point here. Okay, we'll get our skeleton rogues unlocked. I didn't actually. Wow, I thought that I already put the point into this, and so I started working my way towards this. Well, I'll tell you, I will get a rogue for now, and then we'll get this, and then we'll probably work our way up to Gravewalkers. Anyhow, alright, quite a pickle. So let's, Alright, we'll do Skeletal Mage here. We'll get... Yeah, I think that's fine. So, 3 mages. Okay, yeah, 3. So perhaps instead of Summon Wraith, we'll do Hungering Souls. Yeah, I feel like I should be trying to get some use out of Bone Curse because it will be adding a lot of damage. Like each time one of my minions hits, that's going to be doing damage. So maybe I will do that instead of Transplant, and then I'll just try to be really careful with my positioning. I don't know. Don't know how capable I am of being that kind of careful, but... So our box breaking capacity here is, it's decent. It's not perfect. It's definitely other skills that would probably be better for breaking boxes, but... How big of a thing is that really? Anyhow, now we've got like a whole ton of backtracking to do. I don't recall there being anything like super important. I think I will head up this way. Okay. Yeah, the pets are doing fine work for us. Just dancing around in poison. Oh, it's my skeletons. Alright, it's going to be a little bit confusing trying to keep track of everything that's going on the screen. Okay, yeah, these things are spawning enemies. It's like, man, they're coming from everywhere. Alright. I think, got things better under control. Wow. And I'm not even at, like, max capacity as far as pets is concerned. Alright, so I'm gonna head back south and then west and up. Take a look at some of these loots that I'm picking up. At a glance, I haven't seen anything that looks like, oh my, I really need to have that, but... Which makes me wonder if I should make another pass on my loot filter. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna get much use out of that. Minion health is nice. But I don't want to lose my intelligence. Because pets are definitely benefiting from that. That's interesting. I took the damage over time, elemental damage, and chance to ignite on hit. Not sure why exactly, though. Well. Alright. Yeah, not too much backtracking to do here. A fair bit of armor shred there, that's for sure. Okay, nearly done all of the backtracking. And as I kind of suspected, there's not a whole lot here. Alright, yeah, so that wasn't really a fruitful effort. Alright, I'll probably just skip ahead to where I get kind of back up to where we left off. Okay, we're just about there. Got a little kind of corner here. Yeah, I expected there'd be at least a couple enemies that would show up around here. So I really didn't need to do all that backtracking. There wasn't a whole lot to miss out on. But, you know, we got a bit more XP, so it's not exactly a tragedy. Time, necrotic damage, spell chance. See, I realized looking at the sacrificial staff that I have on, that it's got that 14 melee physical damage. I know I saw that. I think I looked at it and thought it was just adding physical damage, not melee physical damage specifically. So, having said that, I think I will go back to the one-hander setup. Might be interesting to play around with this, but I'm not gonna. What's that? It's pretty cool. Do I have all of my pets out? Yes. Just trying to keep up with how to understand the state of my minions at a glance. Ooh. Yeah, here. 14% of mana spent gained as ward. One ward gained on hit per 10 missing mana if your current ward is lower than what? If your current ward is lower than your missing health. So these the Weaver's Will on here, that does like it allows this thing to like level up or something. I have no idea at a glance if this is like good for me or not. But it's not like this ring is amazing, so let's just put it on. Okay, getting pretty close. Wow. Oh, okay, a little transition here. Oh, some more lore. We'll check this out. An age note. There's a note preserved with magic. Okay. The safety of Last Refuge does not extend beyond this point. Beyond the shard's light is the darkness of the void and the madness of the cults that worship it. Turn back now. If you do not, may what remains of Atera's light protect you. Okay, I think this is where we're going to get a little cutscene, so I will quiet my mouth and we'll...
The cultists had a philosophy. The void transcends reality, and by embracing it, so could they. After all, this world was gone, if they devoted themselves to despair, would it welcome them? A form of hope. Desperate, worthless in the end.
Sounds charming. Almost got a bit of a Warhammer 40k kind of a vibe to it. I like these cultist guys quite a bit. Yeah, chest. Ooh. Freeze rate multiplier. I still am very tempted by the idea of doing an icy minion build. So, getting freeze arrows. Ice arrow cannot ignite, but has a chance to freeze. Okay, so there's nothing else that gives it increased freeze chance that I can see. I guess we're just increasing the damage of them, perhaps? I don't know, does freeze work that way? Anyhow. And we could get the Death Chill Golem. Freezing Grasp now has additional spell damage and base freeze rate per point of vitality. Interesting. And then it's Skeletal Mage. Yeah, Cryomancers. It's probably something else too. Can this freeze? I don't see anything that screams ice to me. Nor with those. But I just thought that seemed like kind of a cool idea. Doing like a frozen or freezing pet build. Good lord. Seemed like a cool idea anyway. So these maps, they can be a little bit large, I want to say, and a little bit confusing to kind of navigate. So I'm mentioning it because it's probably going to be hard for me to kind of efficiently navigate without doing too much like backtracking and such, which is already a tremendous challenge for me under the best of circumstances. So just something to be aware of. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, no. All right, this particular map, right? So we're at the surface here. There's an alternate path here. So it says here, alternate leveling path. This route will bypass many areas, but requires access and completion of Lightless Arbor. So you can see here, Lightless Arbor is a dungeon. The first few times that I was leveling character and I came through this area, I didn't go check it out. Then when I finally did, I was like, oh wow, this is really cool. So we're gonna check that out now. Might be a little bit of a divert from the expected path, but I mean, why else would it be there if we weren't supposed to check it out, right? Okay, I think I'm getting this confused with the different area because this is not a dramatic detour like what I thought it was. Yeah, I must be getting ahead of myself. Okay. Added stake. 2 tiers of damage over time and 2 tiers of cast speed. Yeah, these cultists. I really like their little voice lines that they do. Okay, chunk of shards. Anything particularly cool? Well, that's not bad. It's not amazing either, but physical damage. So yeah, like this staff here, it has 64% increased physical damage, but it's not melee physical. So that's like, so other abilities I have that scale off of physical would scale off of that increased physical damage, even if it's a spell. So predominantly I'm talking about Rip Blood here is physical scaling. Marrow Shards has physical scaling. There's probably some other things too. Yeah, Transplant. Any health gained on potion use. 100% of potion health converted to ward. Oh, that's kind of interesting. Anyhow, let's move along here. So I have not gone to Lightless Arbor yet. I didn't want to do that until I was recording. So I wanted my first experience with that to be completely authentic and by surprise, which I imagine it will be. Oh, I thought there's usually... I guess there can usually be like a shrine here or some such. I think the addition of all my pets running around is a little bit disorienting for me. Wow. Yeah, it seems my pets are having no trouble at all, just absolutely wrecking everything we come up against. We got here increased mana regen, cooldown recovery. Well, I don't think I'm going to get much use out of this, but I'll take it. Alright, Lightless Arbor. Or at least the entrance to Lightless Arbor. It's funny how the Bone Golem is often running in place every time we zone. Over here? Okay.
Human, can you understand me?
Lost Spriggan. Yeah, I can understand you.
That's good. Everyone else seems to have lost themselves. As soon as they woke, they started stomping about, rumbling the entire mountain with their steps.
Oh, was that the giant monster I saw near last refuge?
They are the only source of life that massive I can sense. So it may have been. Wait, I also detect other humans, and they are all under the mountain. No, this is not good.
That's just last refuge where they live.
They won't live there for long while the mountain beneath is lumbering around, causing cave-ins and avalanches. Someone needs to stop them before the humans are all shattered into splinters.
That sounds bad.
You are the only other living being that isn't acting like their head has rotted through, so you're going to have to help me.
Oh, really?
If you can find a way deeper into the caverns, of course. It's been so long. Can humans see in the dark?
Not particularly well.
That could be a problem. Do not worry, though. There are clusters of pyre amber that give off light you could use. Be careful, though. If your bark is particularly dry, you might catch fire.
I don't have bark, so...
That's good, then. Hurry, and find a way in there so we can save the humans.
Interesting. Okay. So, got access to our stash here. And here's the door. Oh, Lightless Arbor. Each attempt in the dungeon requires a key. Dying or leaving through a portal fails the attempt. So we have no key. Therefore, we cannot go into Lightless Arbor. So I guess we'll just have to come back here at some other time. Still very cool, though. I like the dialogue a lot from this Spriggan. Anyhow, we'll head back to the surface and we'll continue along the Forsaken Trail. Yeah, I can't wait to check it out. I was was very hard for me to continue passing it up. And the other bits of experience I have with the game so far, but definitely looking forward to it. So I have not, I've been pretty careful not to consume any kind of media around the game, because I like to experience things for myself. So if I watch like some YouTube videos or anything of a game that I'm interested in, I will almost always stop as soon as I start coming across any information that I think is going to spoil anything at all. Which typically means I can't watch much of anything. Ah yeah, we've seen these guys before. Weaver added an affix to font of the erase. Oh, okay, so... yeah, so we got some... Ooh! Increased minion damage. Oh, that's really cool. So I've had a, I guess this is legendary. Oh, it's legendary because it got a new affix. I've had a unique item before that had that Weaver's Will on it. And I was looking at the stats, I was like, what is that? I have no idea what that is. I don't know if it had mentioned it somewhere. But I know it's in the game guide. It does mention it. So I must have seen it in there, where it explains about it. Let's see. Weaver's Will, yeah, right here. Weaver's Will is a special mechanic on certain unique items representing the amount of total affix tiers the unique item will gain at maximum when turned to a legendary item. So yeah, it basically, that item, so this ring, will level up as I use it, I guess. I don't want to like belabor the whole point of how exactly it works. Ooh, what is this? Will you guys move? Sorry, that's not even... Beekeeper's Shrine. I have never seen that before. Okay, I assume I want to keep moving to take advantage of these bees. Go bees, go! Oh my god! What the hell happened to me? Wow. Okay, something really hurt. Did I just get pelted by a bunch of javelins or something? I need to... I need some armor or something. I don't know how much I will help, but... Well, it will still help. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I think this is... No, this is not the place I was thinking of. Wow, those bees are just going. I guess I just follow the bees. Wait for me. Wait, what? Okay. So are we here? Okay, looks like this is a... Whoa. Okay, and then the bees disappeared. Yeah, when you get temporary minions from a shrine like that, they tend to just... They're very aggressive. They will just go. Okay. Alright, nice. So, we'll put a point in here. And we're going to specialize in Skeletal Mage. So, what? Oh gosh. I had a general plan. And I don't remember what it was. Well. Oh. Yeah, I do want to go down there. I guess that's where we'll start. Alright, then we can have one more. Alright, I need to let my cat in real quick. I'll be back in one moment. Alright, sorry for that delay. So, we have access to another skeletal mage now. We can have 4. And then we will soon have another skeleton. And we're a ways off from it, but we'll get another skeleton from here. Way over here we'll get another skeletal mage. Can't remember if there's another skeleton we can possibly get from somewhere on here, but... Yeah, we have got quite the army now. Oh, I think I am going to try to get these skeleton vanguards. In this case, whenever one of my minions dies, there'll be a chance to summon a skeleton vanguard. So it looks like it will be like a 12% chance anytime one of my minions dies that I can summon a skeleton vanguard. And here in the Lich Tree, yeah, we'll have a small chance whenever we kill an enemy to summon a skeleton vanguard. And we can have 3 at maximum. I think there's somewhere where it might increase that number further. I'll have to look around some more for that. But anyhow, let me just check the time here. Okay. So, yeah, I have a feeling this video and the next couple will probably be pretty long. It's because trying to decide where to break up the video is going to be a little bit tricky because of how much stuff there's going to be to go through. Yeah, trying to decide the most efficient way to navigate around is going to be a little bit of a challenge. I think I'll poke out this way a bit, and then we'll backtrack and then head north over near the where we came in. Okay, this is just a little... I thought there was something more here. Guess not. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so we'll head back over here and then go up. Yeah, I'll try to avoid overly tedious scourings of maps, but it's going to be kind of hard. So we'll try to exercise some better editing practices, and will be the strategy that we kind of go for. These areas do get fairly large and complex to navigate, so we'll just do the best we can. Increase critical strike chance. So this applies to all of my minions too. So basically everything's going to get like just decimated. More Weaver improved, okay. Interesting. I'll take a look at that in a second here. Some more minion damage. Wow. Alright, that's going to be really good. Especially if it keeps giving us minion damage. That's definitely what we want. Kind of makes me wonder if I should just get rid of the kind of spell damage and necrotic damage filters I have on the loot filter. If we get tons of minion damage, like, why even bother? I just point my minions at whatever I want killed. Yeah, these things are just getting wrecked. I feel like at some point here, though, like we're gonna come up against a tough enemy, and all of my minions are just gonna get absolutely destroyed. We shall see, but I have a feeling that that's what's gonna happen. So far, though, they are just cleaning house. Alright, we are going to backtrack at some point here. Seems like a good point to do that. Okay, wait a minute. Did I? Alright, we'll poke back in here. Okay, yeah, I think I was already to this point where we decided to track south. Alright. Yeah, that's just gonna kind of be the way that it goes in some of these areas. Yeah, these guys with the like javelins or whatever, they can do a ton of armor shred. Even more minion damage. Alright, this thing's amazing. Golem level. Alright, what the poop was I planning on doing here? Doesn't seem like he needs the health regeneration from me. I think the health on hit is going to be good enough, but I do want to get, I think, more armor and health. Yeah. And getting a little extra damage wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, I don't have like a whole progression entirely planned out. Oh my god. Weaver's Will seems to just be popping off far faster than I kind of would have expected. Yeah, just more minion damage. Alright. Pretty cool. Oh wow, that guy was a bit tougher than I expected. Alright, what do we got here? That's got Hungering Souls on it? Whoa. Alright, that kind of hurt. I think I probably am going to have to throw that on. I'll lose the intelligence and that kind of sucks, but the armor I think is going to be pretty important. We're definitely falling behind in terms of survivability. And perhaps similarly with this thing. Yeah, we're not losing anything terribly concerning by making this trade, so that's good. And we got an increase to Hungering Souls. Oh, well, we don't. Yeah, how does that apply? +1 to Hungering Souls. I think it still only counts if you specialize in it. Alright, anyhow. Ooh, Alright, those 2 tiers. I'll pick that up. So, I don't think we're going to replace this with this. This has +3 to all attributes. That's pretty darn good. The poison stuff seems useful, perhaps. I guess that's much more debatable, but... Alright, yeah, which, a little bit indecisive about which direction to go here. I think since we are close here, we'll just go, yeah, kind of make sure we're clearing out as much of the map as possible and, I don't know, kind of north to south and vice versa. Sort of pattern, if you will. Alright, yeah, we're gonna be doubling back and forth quite a bit as we move along, but yeah, the armor shred from those guys with the javelins can be pretty nasty. damage reflection shrine there. We'll back over this way and then we'll poke that shrine. Just make sure we're not missing anything too dramatically important. Oh, that was a skeletal mage. Okay. Cryomancer's sacrifice. That's pretty interesting. I think I do want... Well, we'll get a bit more spell damage for the time being. Oh, and we want some health leech too for them, I think. And another skill point. Yeah, we'll get one of these. I think that's fine. Alright, we'll just poke our head out here real quick. Yeah, that looks fine. Oh, there's 13 gold over there. I'm gonna ignore it, as much as it pains me. Alright, we'll head over, poke this shrine, and head upwards. Another idol. Increased damage over time and necrotic resistance. So this is a 1-slot idol, so we can throw that on. There we go. Okay, this is just a little potential loot spot, I guess. Okay. So now we'll sweep up around this kind of border. That was interesting. So I don't really remember this kind of map layout particularly clearly. Alright. Yeah, pets are doing good work, that's for sure. Ooh, that's oh, attunement is not wonderful, but it's fine. The cooldown recovery speed actually doesn't really do much of anything for us. There's a cooldown on this, but I don't think this guy's dying anytime soon. I'll pick it up, but yeah, I don't think that's something we're going to get use out of. Nor this. But likewise, I will pick that up as well. Alright, now we're going to go back west and up. And then we'll, yeah, kind of sweep around the top kind of periphery. Ooh, rogue. Oh, rogue level decoy. Well, that's not going to help us at all, since we're doing solo character found. We're not going to be sharing loot with anyone. Any other characters. Okay. Sure, we'll pick that up. What do we got here? Stormhide pause. +1 to swipe. Okay, this is like a primalist thing. Every 3 seconds your next swipe. Yeah, we don't get swipe. I mean, we'll pick it up. No reason not to. Okay, I don't remember this layout, but I'm assuming we'll just clear this little corner down here, because I'm pretty sure the way we need to go is up there. Yeah. Looks to be the case. Okay. And then, time-wise, where are we at? Oh, yeah. So after we get to the cultist camp, looks like that's where we're going. We'll take a break on the video, and then we'll start recording the next one after that. Alright, that was, it gets a bit chaotic with all these pets around. Increase spell damage, decrease stun chance, doesn't seem, chance to chill on hit. Increased spirit frequency with Chthonic Fissure. Yeah, I don't get that, but I do like to still peek at the different loots that are not getting through my loot filter. Just to kind of keep an eye on the things I'm missing. Critical strike chance. Oh my god, just keep throwing them at me. Wow. Loads and loads of enemies. And I still have to level up my skeleton. I'll just pick that up, I don't know. Alright. Let's finally get our other skeleton. Okay. Yeah, more move speed would be lovely. I should try to get a hold of some more. I mean, I say that, really, I'm just going to take whatever the best things are that I come across. Yeah, I mean, I could pick that up, why not? Time, fire damage, chance ignite. I guess I did look at these, huh? Ooh, that's kind of cool. I really like that minion health regen on the one I have, though. So yeah, not going to be picking that up. feels weird to leave behind so much loot. Well, I mean, I say that, like, I'm definitely very used to Grim Dawn and do that a lot in Grim Dawn. Man, we are, like, flying through these experience levels. We'll get a bit more spell damage here, and then we'll start getting, hang out this direction. I want to get Leech, too. Priorities. Ritual Stone of Embers. I mean, we'll take it.
That is too much.
Oh. How about now? Just break the barrel. Good lord. Alright. Yeah, a whole lot of sweeping around. So it looks good. Okay, we're just about done here. I feel like we gained a ton of experience this little bit of traveling we've done. I'd say the build really feels like it's starting to come together. Alright, Cultist Camp. So we'll do some interactions here and then we'll wrap up this video and move on to the next part. Got a stash here. Should be helpful. Got a dialogue option. Hi there. How's it going?
Greetings.
How do you say that? Maketh or Maseth? And Leda. Do not be alarmed. We're not the madmen you've seen on the road. We're different. Survivors. What brings you here? Is this Welrun? Yes, though it's seen better days. The cultists who use the blessings of oblivion as an excuse for destruction have rendered this city uninhabitable. Oh. Those of us who retained our sanity were forced into exile here at the edge of the ruins. So what brings you here? I'm searching for the Temple of Atera. How interesting. We'd like to make an offer. Okay. We're planning a ritual. Should you succeed, it will give us power to defend ourselves from the mad cultist. But we need aid retrieving relics from Welrun. A phylactery from the ruins to the north, and the symbol of hope held by the cultist in the docks to the south. If you gather these relics for us, we will grant you passage beyond the city. What are these relics? Just north of here, there are ruins of Welrun and its undercity. Down there, you'll find an undead from the Immortal Empire. Really? He carries a phylactery, filled with raw soul essence. We will use this to power the ritual. Yeah, I'm going to ask about this. What's the Immortal Empire? They're the ancient dictators of these lands. They're essentially gone, but their evil lingers. They were supposed to be immortal, and for centuries they were. Few are left, thanks to wars and the growth of the void, other than our friend down in the Undercity. Okay, so what else am I looking for? To the south are the Welrun docks. In the first days of the Void's triumph, a soothsayer known as the Oracle sent aid to the city, a symbol of hope. It is rumored that the cultists of the docks have taken the symbol of hope and hope to defile it. This symbol of hope will focus our will during the ritual. Alright, I'll do it. Well, these seems like some friendly folks. We got another side quest here. Hello.
Who are you?
Hallandor. The fact you're in front of me. Have you also lost your home? How did you know? A feeling. That glint of grief in your eye. Oh yeah? We had to leave the larger ruins. Others let the void drive them to violence. They relish in cruelty, and taint the void with it, attracting horrors. Why can't they see tranquility, the peace of oblivion? Instead, the horrors ruin our home. Well, I can defeat the void horrors. You can? Oh, how I wish to believe. May tranquility be with you. Yeah, you as well.
Go
Alright.
on!
Okay, yeah, I mean, these guys don't seem too bad. Got kind of a bad rap, I guess. Alright, anyway, I'm going to do some inventory maintenance, among other things, and we'll get back with you in the next episode, and we'll probably head down to the docks first, and then it looks like they'll want us to head up to the ruins of Welrin. Yeah, something about a ruined college. Interesting. Wow, level 23. Curious. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go do those things, so thanks so much for watching. Hope to see you again in what I think will be, part 8? Yeah, anyhow, until then, take care. Alright, bye!